We have changed the way we think about these cases because what we're seeing is fentanyl kills you right now. So we follow up every one of them as if they're going to be a murder case, because many times they end up a murder case. And that's what happened here. We had a victim that passed out at a city park in Winter Haven. EMS arrived and he was in remarkably critical condition, and we determined that he overdosed on fentanyl. This was like on the 6th of November. On the 24th of November, he died as a result of overdose of fentanyl in Volusia County. Well, investigative information taught us that he apparently had taken drugs from here that he bought from a dealer to Volusia County. We're still trying to tie all that together. But what we know is Brandon Jones, known as BJ, is the fentanyl dealer. And as a result, our victim's dead. When he's selling this fentanyl or meth mixed with fentanyl, he told our undercover detective, because we bought from him undercover, he told him, hey, be careful with this stuff. It's strong. It's real strong. It's so strong it kills people. Now, we're accustomed to people dying of cocaine overdoses and meth overdoses, usually a cumulative effect over years, which results in bad health. People have got to wake up. They've got to wake up, because this fentanyl is killing you DRT, dead right there, immediately. So we start this investigation, and we get enough information to search his house. And we seize enough fentanyl to kill 70,000 people out of his house. And it's not that much fentanyl. We made other drug cases against him. On one occasion, this Joeffren Padilla, who's also charged, we saw BJ give the money to Padilla. Padilla actually delivered it to us at the undercover operation. We have both of these for 25-year minimum mandatories, and they're not even charged with the murder yet of our victim. That case is under investigation by Volusia County, and we certainly hope we can bring the appropriate murder charge, because this guy is the direct nexus to our victim dying. But regardless of that, we have a 25-year mid-man that we can send these two guys for trafficking fentanyl and other drugs away for a very, very long time.
How big of an issue does fentanyl continue to be here in Polk County and across the Tampa Bay area?
I think it's fair to say it's not just Polk County, it's not just the Tampa Bay area, it's across the state and the nation. It's horrible, and it's coming to us through our southern borders. That's right, our porous borders. We've got a crisis at the border in more than one sense. Not only do we have people flooding across the border to come to this country to do better, but the drug dealers are using that flood of people to blend in their drugs that are killing people in the United States. So fentanyl and meth is pouring across our southern border. The fentanyl is originating, it's chemical compound out of China. It's going from China into Mexico, and Mexico is sending it to us. The frightening part about all of this is they are creating pills or stamping pills that look like an oxycodone. It's fentanyl, and it's killing people. They're also putting fentanyl on marijuana. They're blending it with heroin, meth, cocaine. And who's blending this? And what amounts? And you can have what amounts to 2 grains of salt worth of fentanyl can be a deadly overdose. So you can see, if you've got a mad chemist down in Mexico, he sneezes while he's blending this stuff together, he's just killed you in the United States.
What's your message to dealers out there? Because obviously, I guess they're on notice now.
Yeah, the message to the dealers are we're coming after you. And we're not just coming after you to lock you up in the county jail. We're coming after you to do a minimum mandatory 25 years. We're going to do our best to take you out of circulation forever because we're not going to allow you to murder people with your drugs, your fentanyl specifically.
And just so I'm clear, the charge out of murder out of Volusia County would be because he died there?
Because that's where the overdose was.
Okay.
The information that we're still working on is that he bought the drugs from BJ here, but he took the drugs with people, I don't know who all his partiers were, to Volusia County. He used the drugs in Volusia County, and that's where he died. But we're working with Volusia County. They're also looking at this. But every time we see an overdose with fentanyl, we're not just dealing with it as an overdose report and they survive and live. Whether you die of it or overdose on fentanyl, we're following it up to try to find the person dealing it. Because the person dealing this terrible drug is killing people right now. Not 5 or 10 or 15 years from now with the abuse of drugs, but right now. It's got to stop. And we're doing our part. The community's got to do their part.
I just wonder if you either talk to any of these guys, did they express any remorse, did they understand what they're doing, anything like that?
No remorse. They sell drugs. It's too bad for your luck. But he did warn our undercover people, be careful with this drug that I'm selling you because it's really powerful. So he knows what he's selling. And you know what? We know that we're going to put him in prison.